We are gonna go on an audiobook crawl. I'm gonna go to 3 different places and I'm gonna listen to the audiobook The Room Next Door. I've been in a big thriller mood lately, so I feel like this will be perfect for that. This video is also sponsored by Audible, which I feel so grateful even being able to say, because I've been listening to Audible's audiobooks for like, I don't know, years and years, like way back when I first started like getting back into reading. I'm also going to time myself to see how much I can listen to while I'm there and how many chapters that we will finish. Hopefully I don't get too scared while I'm gone, because I am gonna be by myself and it is kind of like spooky season and this is a thriller. Let's head out and see how many chapters I can listen to on this audiobook crawl. There's truly nothing better than listening to a thriller during the autumn season. The Room Next Door tells the story of 3 best friends, 2 timelines, and 1 deadly truth. They were all best friends until the night one of them disappeared and the case was never solved. Now, 15 years later, when the case is almost closed for good, an anonymous call provides a chilling new lead. Told in 3 points of view, their stories unravel betrayals and deep dark secrets that lead to the shocking truth of what actually happened that night.
I don't know where to begin. Maybe with the truth, which is that I love my husband. Nothing about the story I'm about to tell you changes that. This night was going to be the last. That's what I told myself. I suppose I've told myself that before, so I won't pretend to know what I might have done or not done if we hadn't been interrupted by those sounds. The sounds coming from the room next door.
I have no idea what's gonna happen next. If you like a fast-paced thriller, please listen to this one. This audiobook also sounds so real because there's so many incredible like sound effects with it. Like there's like the creaking of someone moving around in a bed, birds chirping, like you can literally feel like you're a part of the story as you're listening to it. I got to chapter 5 while I was in the coffee shop, and I feel like that's pretty good for like listening. I usually listen on 2-point speed just because I read 60 pages roughly a minute. No. 60 pages an hour, so about a page a minute when I'm reading a physical book. So when I'm listening, I like to listen at the pace that I read physical books. So this has been really easy to listen to and I do not want to put it down. It's so fast paced. I think because there's different perspectives and because it's told in a past and present timeline, and it's not just like telling one story, it's like a bunch of like mini things happening like all throughout different timelines that all I feel like connect to one another. It's not boring at all. It's super fast paced. And I've never really been someone who has just listened to like audiobook originals. I don't know why, I just felt like they wouldn't be as good as the book that's not an audiobook original. But guys, this is just as good, if not better than other audiobooks that I've listened to. And I think it's because the sound effects, like the person who's creating this audiobook, they're creating it knowing you're only going to listen to it. Like you're not going to like read a physical copy. So I feel like they're making it even better. And the experience is more unique because they want it to be something you're obviously like going to like not get bored with. So if you're someone who doesn't really listen to audiobooks, I really think that you should try listening to this. And of course, if you're someone who already listens to audiobooks, please listen to it ASAP. One of my friends from the gym, she was telling me that she just like doesn't think audiobooks are for her, and this is going to be an audiobook I recommend to her because she is like someone who needs the sound effects and stuff. I am also starting to think about if I was the type of person who was like, I don't know, scared easily, I definitely could not listen to this at night because the sound effects feel very, very real. But I don't know if I'll end up finishing this like today, just like going to 3 different places, because obviously we're like partially through this already. So I'm kind of thinking I might end up listening to some of it tonight, but I'm literally scared if I end up doing that. So we'll see, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to listen here for a little bit and then we'll head to our next spot. Audible makes it easy to listen to your favorite audiobooks from literally anywhere, whether you're walking, finishing up chores for the day, or spending the day at the park. Audible offers a selection of the best-selling audiobooks, podcasts, and Audible originals that you literally can't hear anywhere else.
Brooke, hold still. I'm almost done.
I found it.
Oh, we need to go.
We'll never find parking. Mr. Rosario said we could park in their driveway.
Mr. Rosario?
I thought Connor's family hated you.
Yeah, Eve, after you broke his heart into a million little pieces.
His whole family doesn't hate me.
His mother hates you.
No, she doesn't. Well, maybe. It doesn't matter. Mr. Rosario said we could park at the end of the driveway, and it's Brooke's car anyway. There. All done.
Okay, let me see.
The affair didn't start right away. I went home that night after meeting David at the bookstore in Mystic as if nothing had happened. That's what I told myself. And that's what I told Aiden. Like I could just will it away. Aiden asked me about the event over a glass of wine on the porch. It was February, cold as hell that night, so we huddled under warm blankets. I never minded being here in the winter. It's so quiet when the summer people are gone. With their houses all closed up for the season along the shore, there's nothing but shadows at night. If the moon is shining and the sky is clear, the ocean becomes a swell of rolling darkness. On that night, it felt otherworldly, like I was about to be swallowed up. It triggered this sense of danger inside me that muted the lingering thoughts about David Paul and how easily he'd captured my attention. I sat there next to the man I love, the soft buzz of the wine sneaking in, and I felt my attention captured by him and our home, and I was so grateful, I felt like I might cry.
I am in the middle of chapter 11 right now, and I cannot stop listening to this. I have to finish this tonight. This is one of those audiobooks where, you cannot put it down. You have to see it through, and I have not felt like that in a very long time with any thriller that I've listened to or read. This is just, it reminds me of those thrillers that are perfect for new readers or just for people who have listened to a lot of thrillers or watched a lot of action type movies, because I feel like if you've seen a lot of stuff that is thriller vibes, you kind of feel like you know what's going to happen already. This book, you do not. You literally do not. I cannot put it down. I also feel like listening to it outside is kind of spooking me out. This book isn't even that scary. It's just it's thrilling. And I think listening to it outside with the sound effects, I'm scared. I can hear the birds in the trees and stuff up there. And it sounds like someone's walking around. And I'm like, oh, is someone coming to get me? It's so good. I also feel like this is inspiring me to listen to more audiobook originals because, again, I just have never felt like they would be that good. And I just feel like that's a bad misconception. I shouldn't have judged a book by its audio. I don't know what the term is for that, but I'm really enjoying this so far. I also feel like the setting is adding to the story too. As you guys can see, there is so much beauty in front of me. The leaves are changing over there. There's also some, are those swans? I don't know. They're white, ducks, birds. I don't know. Someone let me know if you know what kind of birds those are. I feel like they're swans, but I don't know. Are there other white birds other than swans? I think I'm just saying that because those are the only ones that I know. The sun is also starting to set, so it looks really pretty over the water. And there's leaves everywhere. This is the perfect setting for a thriller, but I'm definitely going to finish this tonight. As I've been sitting here, I've also been thinking what would I do if I were in the midst of a thriller myself? I was hanging out with my brother last week and he was like, okay, so what would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse? Would you try to survive? Would you help other people? And as I've been listening to this thriller, I've been thinking what would I do if I were in the shoes of certain characters, because some of them are making not the best decisions, but it's more they're just being human, not you know how sometimes you'll listen to a thriller or read a physical book and you're just these characters are dumb. It doesn't feel like that at all. They just feel like they're making human mistakes, and it's making me be what would I do in this situation? What would I do? So I don't think that I have a dishonest bone in my body, so I actually would have the hardest time keeping a secret or trying to get over on someone. I couldn't do it. I would poop my pants. I would be so scared every day that I don't know, I would get in trouble or something, and I would be a snitch. I don't care. I would be a snitch. Comment below if you're someone who just could not keep a secret, or if you're the type who doesn't matter, whether, someone were questioning you, you would be solid. You wouldn't be shaking in your boots. Comment below which type of person you would be. Because again, I want to say that I would be the person who can keep a secret, but knowing myself, I'd be like, help, help, they did it. They did it. Like, I mean, maybe I wouldn't, I don't know, whatever. It's just like all me guessing, because like, again, you're not in the situation, but this is such a good thriller, and I just didn't, I'm so surprised. I also feel like if you don't have super high expectations for something, that sometimes your expectations can be exceeded even more, but this isn't even that. This is genuinely me being extremely surprised because it's just an incredible story. If you like fast-paced thrillers, please pick this up. And I think just the audiobook, like sound effects, are what's making it like my absolute favorite thing. And now I want to see if I can find more audiobooks that have the same type of vibe. Oh, the sound of those leaves blowing. I'm literally getting scared. I'm gonna have to go home pretty soon. I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit, listen some more, and get further. I'll probably end up finishing late tonight and give you guys maybe an update sometime tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss this audiobook. It's just too good. Starring the fan favorite Julia Whalen as one of the narrators. You'll be hooked from start to finish. Go to audible.com/theroomnextdoor and start listening today.
I pull away from the curb and start to drive, slowly. I knew what Carrie and Eve thought about him, and me, and us. Eve observed things about people they didn't even know about themselves. And Carrie, she could rip away the emotional facade of anything, see the scrawny bare bones that lay beneath every single dream we ever had growing up. I remember sitting on the pier one afternoon, slurping down soft serve cones. It's not real, she told us. I heard it's made with petroleum. Leave it to Carrie to ruin ice cream. They let me have my fantasy. Eve because she knew I had to play it out, and Carrie because she didn't think anything would come of it. But she was wrong. She didn't know about my plans that night. God, I remember Carrie storming off that night, and I wonder if maybe the reason she never spoke to me again after that summer was not because I lied to her about where I was going after the fireworks. I wonder if maybe she didn't speak to me again because of what happened at the fire.
I love an unhinged character. Anytime I'm listening to an audiobook and the main character is one, unhinged, but also someone that I don't know if I can trust, love it. Absolutely eat it up. But also I will say, as I've been listening to this, I've started thinking about like whenever I end up having kids and just like how much fear I'll probably have just on a daily basis. Like, how do you parents do it? Like, how do you guys exist in your daily life without feeling like you're constantly scared that something's gonna happen to your kids? Because in this story, you're getting a past and present timeline, and part of what's happening in the past is something that's truly giving me the ick. And I actually was talking to a few girls last week, and they were saying how they don't feel like any woman they've ever met has like went through life without having some like ick experience with a guy. And I feel like this book is like the perfect example of that. Like, this audiobook is a perfect example of that, because it's just like, I don't know, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's definitely one of those that's making me think about like when I become a parent and how you're gonna have to constantly be like watching to make sure your kids are okay. Comment below if you're a parent and like let me know how you navigate this, because I genuinely am nervous for that one day. I just feel like, I don't know, like you could easily be all consumed because there's so many things that could happen to your kids. I mean, obviously there's so many things that could happen to you as a person, but when you're a kid, you're just so pure and you're so gullible and naive, and you just don't know what you don't know. So it's very easy for someone to just like, you know, not treat you the way that you should be treated. And I'm just, I'm not prepared, like, for how to navigate that. Like, how do you figure out how to navigate that? Do you just ask your other parents? Like, do you just, like, how do you not be like overly strict or like wanting to put them in bubble wrap when you send them to school or when you send them to the store or whatever? Like, I need to know all of you guys' perspective on that. I will say listening to an audiobook makes it really easy for me to do stuff around the house because I do need to do some cleaning. We had some friends over for the weekend and I feel like the house looks nice, but there's just like little things that I need to like figure out, like fluffing, you know, well, not fluffing, but like folding the blankets and stuff that they used, or washing the things that they used, or sweeping the floors and mopping and all that. Plus I also need to make dinner. It makes it easy for me to still be able to like keep up with the story because I don't have to put it down. Whereas in the past, whenever I'm like reading a physical book, I feel like I can't keep up with it. I have to just like wait until later in the night. I'm definitely finishing this tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts, but I am gonna do a little bit of like a mini tidy around the house and make dinner and then give you guys a little bit more of an update once I'm finished with that.
So, where did he get that wound on his neck?
Count me. I mean, maybe on the deck?
Let's see what the autopsy says. If he died from that wound, there has to be something left behind in the tissue. Skin, most likely, from the murder weapon. Which could then be in this room. Or maybe he died somewhere else.
Well, that would make this case a lot harder.
Yeah.
Why do you seem relieved?
Rob stares at me, and I know I can't look away. I am relieved, and he's right to wonder why.
I stayed up way too late finishing this audiobook, but I had to get to the end. I will say my jaw absolutely on the floor. I also had no idea that this audiobook had as many chapters as it does in it because like I obviously was just listening to it, but like it was a lot of chapters. And that's one good thing about audiobooks is like you never feel like the book's dragging on if it has like a really fast pace like this one, because you're just not looking at how many chapters you're reading. Because I had like read a physical book that had 68 chapters, I probably would think like it was a lot, like, but with this audiobook it literally was a breeze to get through. I also feel like I will definitely listen to more audiobooks that have this like immersive story where I can hear like the sounds and stuff. I didn't realize how much I enjoy that in an audiobook. So yeah, please go listen to The Room Next Door only on Audible. You will enjoy it. You will definitely feel like it's real life. You might even get a little bit scared, not too scared, but it's audiobook that I really enjoyed, and it'll be one of those where you stay up until 2 a.m. just to get to the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.